A Virgin Australia flight attendant sacked for growing his hair too long has had a win against the airline. As Lynda Kinkade tells us, it took a lengthy battle in the Fair Work Commission, but now he'll get his job back.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
A low-cost airline aiming for a first-class look.
Image in business is essential.
Perfectly presented personnel, a big part of Virgin Airlines' image and customer service. Step outside this strict grooming guide called the Look Book and risk raising the ire of management.
You've got to give them a chance to improve, and if they don't improve, well, you have every entitlement to terminate their employment.
Growing his hair beyond collar length cost steward David Tuleski his job. First he claimed to be growing his hair long for religious reasons, and then because of a body image disorder known as dysmorphia. Despite providing medical certificates and at one point wearing a wig to cover his locks, he was dismissed.
It was like asking a one-legged man to dance. He just couldn't comply because of his medical issues, but he did everything he possibly could to comply.
Lawyer Maurice Addison represented Mr. Tuleski.
He just simply wants to get back on the job. He loves flying. Virgin
Airlines' Guide to Uniform and Personal Style deems that business-appropriate style haircuts are acceptable for males. Sideburns no longer than earlobe length are allowed. On the banned list, beards, goatees and bottom lip fluff. And male hairstyles must not exceed 4 centimetres in length. The lookbook is so strict that not even Virgin founder Richard Branson would get a job as a steward. His goatee would rule him out. Flight attendant David Tuleski took his case to the Fair Work Commission and won. He should be reinstated within 2 weeks, but Virgin says it's reviewing the decision.
An employer can require an employee to maintain a certain standard of behaviour, deportment, dress, and particularly if they're a public employee, such as a flight attendant, an on-air journalist, a lawyer, a shop assistant.
Discrimination lawyer Chris McArdle says employees need to comply with guidelines of employment, and that includes maintaining the right look. But this case is an exception. Medical evidence was provided before the dismissal.
The Commissioner finds on the facts that were presented to her that they didn't follow the correct procedure.
Both the flight attendant and Virgin Airlines declined to comment on camera.
She turned around and said, "Well, you're fired."
This 46-year-old enrolled nurse might not seem like the rebellious type, but when Lisa Welsh arrived at work sporting a nose ring, it caused an uproar.
I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. Because I've had it done previously when I worked in a hospital and I had no trouble at all.
Having been employed for just 3 months, the medical clinic gave her a copy of the dress code and a warning: take it out or leave.
She tried to mention health concerns, but me being a nurse, I sort of squashed that straight away.
But today she was forced to resign.
I'm not really out to make trouble. I just don't want to be dictated to how my appearance is.
Recently, disputes over workplace appearances have been rife. This real estate agent was sacked for being too short and looking too young.
It's hard to be criticised for something that you can't change.
The 25-year-old has since been rehired in another role. TV chopper traffic reporter Jason Bowman was fired for being fat and 40. Anita Edkins, a former flight attendant manager and now etiquette grooming manager with June Daly Watkins, insists appearances matter.
I think it's really important that an individual presents themselves within the guidelines of the corporate image that the company has provided.